Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera Bapak dan Ibu Guru. Good morning everyone. On behalf of Unisa Duguna Testing Center, I'd like to extend my warm welcome to all of you and thank you very much for joining this session. My name is Denny Mulyadi and I am the head of UTC ICAS. With me right now we have some colleague, Andi Purwanto, Putri, Faihana, and today we are going to talk about and discuss about the ICAS in 2022. So allow me to take the first opportunity to present the overview of the ICAS. And because most of us right now is also Indonesian teachers and subject teachers, I'll do the presentation in bilingual. Okay, I may share my screens. Is everyone can see my screen? Apakah screen saya sudah bisa terlihat, Bapak dan Ibu, teman-teman di ITC? Oke, baik. Okay, again, our today's sessions will cover two things. First, the overview of the ICAS in 2022, and then we will talk about the ICAS platform, and then I think we still have some guests in waiting room. Teman-teman mohon di-admit dulu para guru yang masih berada di waiting room. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I'd like to inform again about UTC itself, tentang UTC. So UTC is one of the business units in Unisa Duguna at Unisa Duguna. Its main role is to administer examinations, testing, and assessment for individuals, schools, institution in Indonesia. We are the Cambridge Assessment English Exam Center. We also the register center of the IELTS as well as the TOEFL ITP, and then we also the administer for the external examinations for hundreds of universities around the globe. And then last but not least, of course, we are the the only ICAS center in Indonesia. We have been running the ICAS for the past few years. Due to the pandemic situations, we unfortunately have to hold and postpone ICAS in 2022 and 2021. And yeah, fortunately, this year we are going to have our first ICAS in 2022 with the new platform. This year also UTC, in collaboration with the TBI Digital Learning, also offer programs for learners who wish to learn English online using the self-study method or a blended method, which includes live sessions with our instructors. And then, as I mentioned before, that UTC is the Cambridge Assessment English Exam Center, ID 1666. We are the only organization in Indonesia that is certified by the Cambridge English Assessment, part of the English University, Cambridge University, to deliver one of their most sought teaching qualification courses, which is called CELTA. And we also provide a series of teacher training courses to assist the teachers teaching knowledge and teaching ability, so they can develop their professional skill while earning international teaching qualification with the Cambridge Assessment English, part of the University of Cambridge. Bapak dan Ibu, kami memiliki berbagai program. Tentunya mungkin yang akan menjadi fokus kita hari ini adalah tentang ICAS itu sendiri. Tetapi di samping itu juga kami mungkin menambahkan informasi bahwa ITC ini memiliki berbagai variasi assessment dan testing yang nanti bisa kemudian menjadi support juga untuk ICAS itu sendiri, termasuk proses pembelajaran melalui digital, dan kami juga memiliki komponen untuk membantu guru meningkatkan kemampuan bahasa Inggris mereka dengan pengajar atau tutor yang tersertifikasi by Cambridge Assessment English. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we go to the next slides about ICAS assessment. ICAS assessment has over 40 years of experience developing assessments for schools, governments, businesses. ICAS is a school-based assessment, assess a higher order thinking skill for students from primary and secondary schools. In Indonesia, we have 4 subjects: English, math, science, and digital technology. Actually, in Australia, Singapore, and other countries, they have 2 more subjects. They are spelling bee and writing. Due to the technical reasons, so we skip the writing and spelling bee for this year. ICAS adalah merupakan sebuah asesmen berbasis sekolah, Bapak dan Ibu. Hanya bisa didaftarkan siswanya melalui sekolah, tidak bisa daftar secara personal. Di balik asesmen yang kemudian bermanfaat sekali untuk mapping strength and weaknesses para siswa, ICAS memiliki komponen medali, yaitu komponen kompetisi, di mana bagi siswa-siswa yang memiliki prestasi yang sangat baik, tentu saja nanti akan mendapatkan kesempatan untuk memperoleh medali dari ICAS itu sendiri. Dan ICAS uniknya adalah memang yang diukur di sini adalah kemampuan siswa di dalam memecahkan persoalan, ya problem solving, kemudian creative thinking dan critical thinking mereka, yang related dengan program pembelajaran atau subjek yang diikuti sesuai dengan mereka punya year level. Okay, as I mentioned before, the ICAS assessment are designed to recognize and reward academic excellence. There are 4 subjects that we will run this year: mathematics, English, science, and digital technologies. And the year level spreads from the year 3 to year 12. Exclude for the digital technology, it starts until year 11. Untuk subjek yang akan kita coba jalankan pada tahun ini untuk ICAS, sebelumnya pada tahun-tahun yang lalu tuh ada 5 subjek, matematik, bahasa Inggris, kemudian science dan digital technologies, kemudian ada writing. Untuk tahun ini seperti yang tadi kami sampaikan terkait dengan technical, bahwasanya harus ada beberapa hal yang harus diinstal di dalam platform atau device masing-masing siswa, maka yang untuk writing tahun ini tidak kita jalankan. Jadi untuk matematik, English, Science, and Digital Technology semuanya akan berbasis online. Untuk year levelnya itu sendiri mulai dari kelas 3 sampai kelas 12, terkecuali untuk yang digital technology itu sampai kelas 11. What are the benefits of the ICAS assessments? As you already know, maybe sebagian dari Bapak dan Ibu guru mungkin sudah paham betul bahwasanya the benefit of ICAS assessment is to recognize student success through medal and certificates. Jadi ada laporan individual, kemudian ada laporan untuk sekolah yang nanti akan sangat bermanfaat sekali untuk pemetaan strength and weaknesses students. Kemudian tentunya ada sertifikat dan ada medali yang menjadi salah satu alat yang bisa memberikan motivasi bagi anak-anak kita untuk ikut dalam kegiatan ICAS-nya sendiri. And the second one is to provide objective ranking of performance. Di sini juga kita dapat memberikan kesempatan pada siswa kita atau we challenge the student untuk mengikuti sebuah kegiatan di mana siswa-siswa lain di lebih 20 negara mengikuti kegiatan yang sama. Kemudian encourage students to attain greater academic success. And the last one is kita mengajak siswa-siswa atau anak-anak kita untuk think out of the box. Jadi biar mereka kemudian terbiasa untuk mengerjakan soal-soal yang mungkin sedikit berbeda dengan soal-soal atau tes-tes yang dijalankan di sekolah. Mungkin bagi sekolah-sekolah yang sudah terbiasa menjalankan tes yang bermuatan HOTS tingkat tinggi, mungkin ICAS bukan menjadi persoalan yang berat, akan tetapi mungkin bagi sebagian sekolah yang masih belum terbiasa dengan high order thinking school questions or items, ini adalah merupakan sebuah challenge bagi sekolah. Oke, Bapak dan Ibu, this is the summary of the product of the ICAS. Tidak ada perbedaan, there is no different from the other of the past, the previous ICAS. Bedanya hanya kalau yang sebelumnya itu berbasis paper dan tahun 2020 sebenarnya ICAS itu sudah bertransformasi ke bentuk online. Kemudian pada tahun 2021 tidak ada lagi ICAS yang berbasis paper. Sebenarnya pada tahun 2020 kami masih mencoba untuk mencari celah agar ICAS di Indonesia tetap terlaksana. Karena waktu itu kita masih diizinkan untuk menggunakan yang paper, tetapi apabila buat karena pandemic situation, we cannot run the ICAS paper-based in 2022. And now the all ICAS is with the online format. The purpose of the ICAS is annual competitions, kemudian learner focus, high achieving student looking for additional challenge. The test delivery formats all online, subject math, English, science, digital technology. And as you can see, that delivered to country is Australia, Brunei, Cambodia, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Macau, Malaysia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Pakistan, Fiji, Philippines, Singapore, and Vietnam. The test frequency or sitting window is once a year, except the writing, the marking formats, all subject online. And award is certificates for all, medal and medal certificate awarded. Result and report, school and student will receive a general overview of student performance and award. Okay, now we are going to see the ICAS year level. Each country has a different name of the year level, but let's take a look the paper. Jadi silakan dilihat papernya karena dari setiap negara itu ada perbedaan penyebutan untuk year level. Ada yang menyebutnya year 3, For year 4 ada yang menyebutnya standard 3, standard 4. Tetapi bagi kita di Indonesia ini yang jelas ICAS kita mulai we start from year 3 until year 12. Except for digital technology, it start from year 3 until year 11. And then what the skills assess untuk matematik as the foundation of STEM and fundamental part of human through thought and logic. Mathematics is a crucial building block for academic success. So the skill assess, skill yang di-assess pada matematik diantaranya adalah number and arithmetic, algebra and patterns, comprehensions, measures and units, space and geometry, and chance and data. And if we take a look for the ICAS English mostly reading comprehensions. The skill assess also cover the vocabulary and grammar, comprehensions, structure, syntax, and voice. Go to the ICAS science. There are some area assesses, observing and measuring, interpreting, predicting and concluding, and then investigating, space and geometry, reasoning and problem solving. And then the last one, the ICAS digital technologies. The student encountered a variety of questions designed to test students' knowledge and practical skills in areas such as general skills, word processing, graphic and multimedia, internet and email, spreadsheet and databases, programming and scripting. Apabila kita lihat kemudian berdasarkan dari tes-tes yang lalu, keempat subjek ini variatif, memang didominasi pesertanya berada pada subjek matematik, kemudian disusul dengan bahasa Inggris, kemudian science and digital technologies, dengan komposisi yang tidak jauh berbeda. Pada tahun-tahun sebelumnya yang agak sedikit memang di writing, karena writing memiliki tingkat kesulitan yang lumayan tinggi. Dan memang untuk tahun ini kita masih belum menjalankan writing. Okay, the delivery of ICAS test. ICAS is available in Australia and Brunei, Cambodia, Hong Kong. As I mentioned before, we in Indonesia will start the ICAS online version this year. And it's a school prepared for the testing by importing student data and assigning a test license to its students in the assessment portal. So, Bapak dan Ibu yang saya hormati, perbedaan yang cukup signifikan antara ICAS paper based dengan ICAS online yang akan kita coba jalankan pada tahun ini adalah terletak dari sisi pelaksanaan yang nanti mungkin akan dijelaskan secara detail oleh teman saya Andi. Di sini memang kita sangat memberikan harapan kepada guru-guru koordinator yang mungkin selama ini sudah terbiasa dengan ICAS paper base untuk kemudian melihat secara detail bahwasanya pada ICAS yang versi online ini memang ada beberapa kegiatan tambahan yang akan dilakukan oleh guru koordinator di sekolah. Karena UTC tidak memiliki akses nanti atau tidak diberikan akses nanti untuk melakukan importing student data. Jadi setiap koordinator nanti memiliki kewenangan dan bertanggung jawab nanti untuk mengimport student data ke dalam sistem atau portal yang nanti akan dijelaskan oleh saudara Andi. Kemudian juga nanti ada berbagai istilah juga nanti yang kita harapkan dalam waktu dekat para koordinator atau teacher akan familiar. Di antaranya adalah session code, kemudian ada unique one time code, dan segala sesuatu yang nanti berhubungan dengan bagaimana caranya kita untuk mengalokasikan license untuk setiap siswa yang akan ikut ICAS. Kemudian kita lihat lagi dari test can be set at a scale simultaneously, invigilates as monitor students via online. Jadi di dalam konteks pelaksanaan ICAS tahun ini pun monitoring itu dilakukan secara online, terutama ini akan dilakukan secara secara privacy oleh guru sekolah masing-masing. Oke, untuk the ICAS results, Bapak dan Ibu, ladies and gentlemen, there is no different from the other one atau the past ICAS paper base. Tidak ada perbedaan untuk ICAS resultnya. Semuanya masih mendapatkan benefit yang sama. Untuk result itu sendiri nanti akan rilis online for ease of access for the students, parents, and teachers. Kemudian untuk award bands-nya juga no different from the previous ICAS, akan ada principal awards, kemudian ada high distinction certificates for the top 1% of participants, and then a distinction certificate for the next 10%, and a credit certificate for the next 25%, merit certificate for the next 10%, and the whole participant will get the participation certificate. The ICAS online result and reports. ICAS online results are available between 3 to 5 days from the last sitting dates. Parents and students can access individual reports evaluating students' performance by accessing student result portal. Untuk portalnya juga bagi sekolah yang sudah menjadi existing ICAS school, itu untuk tab ID dan PIN-nya masih sama. Untuk sekolah yang baru mengikuti ICAS pada tahun ini, Jenison dan ICAS Indonesia akan meng-create tab ID dan PIN-nya untuk sekolah tersebut. Untuk tampilan di dalam report atau online result and report itu sendiri, secara umum juga tidak berbeda dengan report yang mungkin pernah Bapak dan Ibu lihat sebelumnya. Hanya saja mungkin dari tampilan warna mungkin agak sedikit berbeda. Ini lebih fresh kita melihatnya. ICAS printed report. ICAS student certificate are awarded based on a percentile ranking of locale. Ini kira-kira contoh sertifikat dan report nanti yang akan diperoleh oleh sekolah. Ini akan kita cetak dan kita kirimkan ke sekolah. Untuk analisis by questions, untuk report dan lain-lain sebagainya, seperti terlihat pada screen saya, ini juga kami yakin Bapak dan Ibu, you are familiar with this because they know different from the previous one. ICAS medals, students with the top score in each year level, each subject are awarded an ICAS medal. Ada winner certificate, and then the important thing also, student must have seen a relevant ICAS assessment in the official sitting windows, and the result must be judged at a meritorious to be eligible for medal. Untuk keputusan mengenai medali ini semuanya berada di dalam wilayah atau area dari ICAS Australia. Oke, Bapak dan Ibu, ladies and gentlemen, this is ICAS official sitting windows. Berbeda dengan ICAS sebelumnya that we only provide one day for the each subject. Untuk ICAS online version ini ada window. Jadi untuk matematik misalkan itu nanti bisa dilaksanakan dalam kurun waktu antara tanggal 12 September sampai 17 September. Why? Because we believe you have limited resources maybe at the school untuk mengantisipasi jumlah siswa yang sangat banyak mungkin dengan kapasitas ruangan dan komputer yang ada di sekolah, maka ICAS yang berbasis online ini kemudian dilaksanakan dalam kurun waktu tidak 1 hari tetapi 1 minggu untuk subjek matematik dan sains, Kemudian 1 minggu lagi ke depannya untuk English and Digital Technologies. Kemudian pada bagian yang di sebelahnya, that is the registration closing dates, ladies and gentlemen. Memang waktunya sangat mepet sekali karena memang tahun ini untuk penyelenggaraan sendiri kami tetap diberikan arahan untuk melakukannya di bulan September, sehingga kita tidak memiliki waktu banyak untuk penutupan ICAS. And I hope sekolah-sekolah masih memiliki waktu yang cukup untuk pendataan dan pendaftaran ICAS untuk tahun ini. Okay, the other informations that we can share to you, that's for the entries less than 500, we'll give a 5% cashback. And then for entries more than 500, we'll give 8% cashback. And then if you register and paid by the 31st of July, we give a special price 220,000 rupiah per subject. Okay, I think that is the overview about the ICAS. Before I hand it out to Andy to talk about the detail of registration and the platform. Maybe if you have any questions, you may type in the chat box, and we will try to answer the questions after all sessions completed. Bapak dan Ibu, kalau seandainya ada pertanyaan seputar info umum tentang ICAS ini, silakan di chat di chat box-nya. Nanti kami akan usahakan untuk menjawab sebaik mungkin pada akhir sesi ini. So I think that's all for me, guys. I'll hand it over to Andy. Andy, it's now your turn. And thank you very much. May start this share.
Nggak bisa lanjut. Terima kasih Bapak Dedi. Selamat siang Bapak Ibu Guru dan ICAS Koordinator. Siang ini saya akan memperkenalkan ICAS Platform dan proses registrasi ICAS 2022. Saya akan share screen dulu. Okay, so this is the 2022 ICAS Coordinator and Responsibilities. I will explain one by one in order. So, because in the second part there will be introduction to ICAS platform. So the first one is register students. As usual, ICAS coordinator send the entry form and test candidates list to UTC. The registration process actually is still the same from the previous year. So okay, so this is utc.co.id, our website. You can find the entry form and test candidate list on the ICAS and ICAS registration page. This page is under development, but you still can find the entry form and test candidate list on this page. And then you can complete the form and complete the candidate list and send via email to info@icasindonesia.co.id. Once we receive the registration, we will process the registration, and then after that, ICAS coordinator. So it is very important that school provide ICAS coordinator's email, because all the communication will be via email. So like after the registration process, ICAS coordinator will receive invitation to the ICAS platform. Jadi setelah registration diproses, ICAS coordinator akan mendapatkan invitation ke ICAS platform. Kemudian next step is ICAS coordinator upload and allocate the candidates to the ICAS platform. Step selanjutnya adalah ICAS coordinator mengupload, mengunggah dan mengalokasikan kandidat di ICAS platform. This is the ICAS now we move to the ICAS platform. This is the ICAS platform. You can reach the ICAS platform by reach the Jenison website and then go to assessment portal. Like this one, or there is the short link icas.site/start, like this one. You in the invitation you will receive the username and the password for this login page. Okay, let me log into the demo. Oke, this is ini adalah ICAS platform. ICAS koordinator akan punya akses ke ICAS platform ini. Di sini ada menu-menunya: invite new staff, assign teachers to classes, import student, allocate test license, print student logins, kemudian informasi technical requirement, dan lalu ada lagi test supervision instruction. This is ICAS platform. So in the new ICAS, all registration will be start here. So you will need to know how to register the student via this platform. So the next step is import student data into the ICAS platform. So this is the student data is over here. We can click the import student, and then your school name will be over here. Once you receive the invitation, your school name should be here, and then you can download the template. And then open the template. Let me move to the template. Okay, this is the template for the student. Okay, sorry. Okay, this is the template for the student candidate list. So there is first name, last name, date of birth, gender, student number, years, group type, and class group type. So the mandatory field, the mandatory form is only first name, last name, and date of birth, and then year. Jadi yang mandatory, yang wajib diisi adalah first name, last name, date of birth, dan year. Year atau adalah kelas. Kelas nanti di bulan September. Saya kasih contoh, misalnya nama saya, kemudian date of birth, the format is the format is like this. Okay, 20, and then for the day, the month, and the year, like this. The format of the date of birth, and then gender, you may fill male or female. And student number, it is optional for you to fill the student number, but it's usually for like nomor siswa, nomor induk siswa. You can fill it here, nomor induk siswa. And then year is, it is mandatory to fill the years, year like year 3 or year 4 until year 12. And then class, this class is for, in school there will be like each class has their own name, like 3 blue or 3 red, and 3 maybe name of the flower, name of the animal. You can put it here, like maybe 3 lion or anything else, you can put it here. and you can and then you can save them. Save, and then okay, we'll move to the platform again. Okay. Okay. Once you complete the form. Oh, let me back to the form first. I need to okay. So if you have like 10 students, and then if you're like 20 students, 10 will participate in mathematics, and then 10 will be participated in English. You just need to fill one file only. So number 2 and 10 is for English student, and then number 11 to 20 is for math student. So you don't need to have separate file for each subject. So you can upload one file for all the entire students. Okay. If you have any question, please type on the chat box. And then once you complete the form, you can upload the file. Setelah melengkapi form tersebut, Anda boleh mengupload filenya. Pilih filenya, kemudian upload. Start. And then we have one student to create. One student is created, then you can go back to let me check. Okay, let's go back to the dashboard. You can see your uploaded student over here in the allocate test license. Okay. The demo is not as fast as the real website, so please be patient. Nah. Okay, while waiting this, I will answer a few questions here. Okay, first question, apakah bisa mengganti kandidat lama apabila kandidat list sudah dikirimkan seluruhnya? Bisa, nanti bisa diedit setelah diupload, bisa diedit. So you can edit your student's name once after you upload it to the platform. And then from Mr. Ravinder Kaur, is the class group name optional? Yes, optional. And then from do we need to mention the subject in Excel file for the multiple entries? No, you don't need to. Mention the subject. So there is no column for subject. So just list the name only. The name, the last name, date of birth, gender, years, and class. This part is optional, so you can leave it blank. It is rare, but if you have a student that only has one name, maybe you can only his name is only Andy. You must fill the last name, so you can use like Ami, and then because the platform will will reject if there is no last name on the file. So you can fill Andi and the last name is dummy, and then you can report to us. So we can delete dummy on the platform. Ibu Anis, apakah akan diberikan video cara upload? Nanti akan ada videonya. Oh, okay. And this is the okay. Okay, you can find all the student names here. It is the demo name, so they are all here. The demo name. The next step is invite and assign new staff into the ICAS platform. So if you as a ICAS coordinator, you have right to maybe you because you have multiple class, you can assign a teacher to be the invigilator on that class. To do that, you can click invite new staff. Your school name will be here, and then you can role. You can choose maybe another school coordinator, or if the teacher will be only for invigilator, you may choose the unrestricted teacher. And then your school, and then you can invite the teachers by type their email here. Maybe I can invite my colleague. You can have multiple email info@icasg.com. You can invite multiple email, and then this is the email. We recommend you that you do not edit this, so just leave it like it is, and then you can click send invitation. When the invitation sent, a teacher will be receive the invitation to the ICAS platform. Look like this one, but this is the ICAS coordinator platform for ICAS coordinator, but the view for the teacher dashboard is a little bit different because the teacher will not able to upload students and to add another teacher. Only ICAS coordinator can do that. And then this is the next step is allocate students. Okay. Allocate student. Only coordinator can allocate student. This is the link for allocate student. So let me try. In the real platform, this will be like 2022 ICAS English A, 2022 like ICAS Digital Technologies Paper B, 2022 Mathematics Paper C. This is just for the demo, so it's not the real view. Okay. And then once you have received, you can click this 3 dot. Okay, and then this. And then you can filter here if someone is not enrolled yet, or someone is, you can filter by year, or you can search by name, like Peter. You can find to check if Peter is already allocated or not. Then you can choose the enroll, and then if you want to show all of the students, you type on the Excel file, will be shown here, and then you can choose just for like this one is let's say it's digital technologies. So maybe Emilio is will be participate in digital technologies. Peter, Alan is not participate, you can skip them, and Angela or Wolfie, and then you can save. So these 5 students will be allocated for digital technologies. Alan is not. Maybe Alan is for English. Then he don't need to choose here. So you can save, and that's it for the allocate student. Let me see the before we continue, let me see the question first. Okay, from Mr. Francis, how will the system know what subject they are taking if we don't put the subject? Okay, so this part will be like I added before. So this one, let's say this is ICAS demo test, or let's say it is for digital technologies paper A. So maybe Alan Ho is he will not participate for digital technology. He will only participate for mathematics. So you don't need to enroll him. And then Molly will be participate in digital technologies. You can check her. And then Bob Green maybe will participate, and Bill will be participate. Neha will not be participate, so you don't need to check for in this group for the digital technologies, and then you can save. That is how the system know which student take what subject on the ICAS. Okay, let me see the next question. From step 1 is to register the student on utc.co.id, and then we go to ICAS assessment and upload the file for our student. Yes, that is correct, but you can go to the ICAS platform once you have the invitation. From Dian Natalia, does ICAS have to be connected online from school? Yes, it is not. ICAS is still a school-based assessment, so you cannot do the test from home. Mr. David, in which part do we need? I think I have answered your question. Mr. Veronica, will there be a guideline for ICAS coordinator completing their responsibility? Yes, there will be. Actually, you can find in the dashboard in this link, test supervision instruction. There will be a file for you to read, and there is also frequently asked question. You can read them. Okay, let me check the question. When do we need to start uploading the student data? Is there a window period? From Mr. Sanusi, when do we need to start uploading the student data? Is there a window period? We recommend you to upload the student data at least a week before the sitting window. So hopefully there is no problem, but if there is a problem, we can fix it in time. From Spirit, so if the student joins to test, you need to type the name twice in the form that you will. No, you don't. You just need to write only one. So the name student will be visible in all of the subjects. So you just need to assign where the student will be take the ICAS. So maybe one student take 3, or another student take all of 4 subjects. You just for each student you just type once only, because when there is 2 identical name, the platform will reject them. There can be no 2 identical name. And then once you allocate the students, once you allocate the student, the next step is perform technical readiness of the device. So you can find in our website, and then to technical requirement. This is the web. This is the supported hardware device: laptop, desktop PC, Chromebook, iPad, not iPad mini. iPad mini is not supported, or Android tablet. This is the OS, the accepted OS: Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari 6. If you have the device, you can run the technical readiness here. Just click here. Let me show you. Will be something like this. So the JavaScript is passed. The screen size. This is the test readiness for my laptop. The screen size is 5, big enough, and then the operating system is passed. The processor version is passed. The content CDN is passed. If all of the category here is green, pass, so it means that your device is ready for the ICAS assessment. You can check this on the Android tablet or on the iPad. Like this, it means that my laptop is fully compatible for the ICAS assessment. Okay, let me see the question. Will student data and beneficiaries show on the platform, maybe tracking purposes? From Mr. Sanusi, will students data of beneficiary paper-based ICAS show on the platform, maybe for tracking purposes? So there will be I mean, if a student go to the next level, so from year 3 to year 4, there will be some change to the student data. It will be shown on the platform. Yes, it will shown on the platform, but I will ask from ICAS Australia if from paper based to the computer based, will it be shown? I will check it again. From Mr. David, technical readiness is for students, right? So if the student will use school's computer or school's laptop, it will be ICAS coordinator responsibility to check this. Or if the student will use their own device, so it will be student responsibility. But I think you can ask student to report to the ICAS coordinator if their device is ready or not. So the ICAS coordinator is have information which student device is ready for the ICAS assessment. So you can so you can check the readiness of the test. You can go to the etc.co.id, and then technical requirement, and then you can just click the run technical readiness test. And then the next step is to print student login information. So let me see. A student on the test day, a student will need two information. Let me check the supervised lab test. Okay, the two login information. The first one is session code. So session code will be will be unique each day. So maybe your Monday will be different to Tuesday. Tuesday will be different from Wednesday. So this is the session code. The session code is the first login information that the student need to know. ICAS coordinator have access to this. Maybe you can write the session code on the board in front of the class, and then the next code that student needs is the unique code for each student. Let me see. Okay, so this is the dashboard for ICAS coordinator, and you can print student logins here. Click the print students login, and then you can choose maybe group. You can filter maybe each group, each class group, or each test group. Because this is demo, we don't have that feature here, but it will be shown on the real ICAS platform. So let me show you. So once you filter, you can download the ICAS. Okay. This one. So for each student, they have one-time code that are specific for them. So this one is Rane. This code is for Rane only. And then this for Wolfie. This code is for Wolfie only. So the student will need to code the session code and the one-time code for each student. You can print this, and then you can cut them and give them to the specific students. So when they enter this to the ICAS assessment platform, and then you can enter the session code and then your one-time code. They're already their name. So make sure that you don't give a code to the wrong students. This is for one-time code. You can print and give them on the test day. Let me see. From Jose Marie Celestino. So how about student who will take multiple papers? So yeah, so for you only need to upload them once, but when you assign them, you need to if a student will participate in three subjects, so you will need to assign this student 3 times. So you will need to assign in English, and then you will need to assign him in mathematics, and you will need to assign them to maybe digital technology. So if a student will participate in four subject, you will need to assign them 4 times. May registered school or teacher have access to past paper online to help us prepare student? Miss Liberty, I think my colleague will contact you maybe, or you can WhatsApp or WhatsApp number, and my colleague will assist you with this question. Do the student need webcam during the exam? I don't think so, but I will check it, but I don't think so they will need the webcam. Will the session code remain the same for all subjects? Yes, the session code will remain the same subject on that day. So maybe on the Monday, because this is our sitting windows. So in Monday, the session code will be the same for all subjects. But in Tuesday, the session code will be different from this Monday. So the session code will be changed not by subject but not by day. Okay. Okay. This is the last responsibility for ICAS coordinators is supervise test day. You can do it by yourself, or you can get help from the teacher that you have assigned before. Let me check this is the dashboard for coordinator. This is the menu for supervised live tests. Let's see, for the teacher dashboard also have supervised live tests. Okay, let me show you the supervised live test. Once the student enter their code, there will be over here. So because we don't have session right now, so I cannot show you, but we have video for that. Let me show you the video for supervised live tests. In our website, there are some helpful video for you if you want to check. And okay, this is supervised live test. I can show you the video.
In this video, we'll take you through the steps to create a new test session to run an ICAS or REACH test. We'll then show you how to supervise a live test. In this video, I will be using the school coordinator role. However, creating a new test session and supervising a live test can be completed by a restricted and an unrestricted teacher too. It's important to remember that each ICAS and REACH subject has its own test supervision instructions for teachers. This document gives clear instructions on how to create a session, how to supervise the test, and how to troubleshoot. To begin creating a session, select Supervise Live Test. You can access this link from the ICAS and REACH tabs. The Supervise Live Test screen displays. Select Create New Test Session. A session code will show on the screen. Display this session code for your students so they can use it to access their test. Please note, you must only create a session on the day of the test. Sessions created on any day before the test will expire. Also to note, your students must be allocated a license for their test prior to you creating a session, or else their one-time code will not generate and they will have no access to the test even if you give them the session code. Think of a session code as a virtual classroom. The sessions can be chosen from this drop-down menu. A school coordinator can view all past and current active sessions by deselecting the Active Only option. Once your students have entered the test player, they will display with a status of Not Started. Select Start Session to give the students access to take their test. Let's take a look at supervising a live test. This is the student's name, their one-time code, the status of their test, and the test name. The progress column shows the number of questions they have completed. This column shows the time they joined the test, and this one the actions that you can perform for their test. For example, you may need to unlock a test if a student has to move to a different device during the test. Here are some actions you may need to take when supervising a test. A student needs to go to the bathroom halfway through a test. Check the box next to the student's name and select Pause Student. And confirm. Their status changes to paused. This removes the student's access to the test while they are in the bathroom. Upon the student's return, check the box again and select Resume Student. And confirm. The student can continue from where they left off. Another scenario might be that a student's internet connection drops out. If it's a brief disconnection, the student will be able to continue with their test. But if the internet connection drops out for the rest of the day and the test cannot be completed, the test will automatically go into a status called Postponed. This means that on the next day that you hold a test session, when you create a new test session for students, the students' answers will be saved so they can continue from where they left off. If a student accidentally submits a test before they have completed, it is at the school coordinator's discretion to reopen the test. However, this must be done on the test day. You cannot reopen a test the following day. To reopen a test, select the Submitted tab. Check the box next to the student's name, then select Reopen Candidate and confirm. For more information on supervising a live test, please see the Test Supervision Instructions on pages 24 to 27 of the ICAS User Guide for Online Testing. And that's it for creating and managing test sessions.
Okay, that is the video for supervised live tests. There's something that I will to show you. So as a ICAS coordinator or teacher or invigilating teacher, you can pause, resume, or postpone student. If a student need to go to the toilet or they need to pause, you can pause the student by clicking the name and then pause the student. And then if a student is sick during the test and they want to continue the following day, you can just click the name and then postpone the student. The student will be able to continue their assessment in the following day. Okay. I will ask the question from the chat box. From Mr. Sanusi, will there be a sort of inspection during the exam day or perhaps on one of the designated test dates? So we have an observer, but it is randomly will be sent to the school. So we don't know which school will be has observer. So actually the teacher is the ICAS coordinator is responsible for the test day, so you don't need to wait for the observer to start the test. So if your student is ready, if the students are ready and you are ready, you can start the test at any time during the window sitting day. From Ms. Karunia, if there are 6 students on that day, is it possible they can have another day to do the ICAS test online? Yes. So we have the ICAS sitting window. We have like 6 days on the sitting windows. They from Monday to Saturday. They can take the test at any time during the test sitting window. From Mr. David, may I get your contact? Yes, I will give you at the end of the presentation. Mr. Ravinder, supervising teacher can pause and resume test. Yes, they can do the pause and resume test. Will ICAS user guide for online testing as well as the test supervision instruction will be sent to coordinators? Yes, we can send the form to all the ICAS coordinator, or you can download once you let me show. Wow. You can download the test supervision instruction here. Like this one, let me download it here. ICAS test supervision, and then like this one, you can download on the platform. You have for each subject, because each subject has different numbers of question and different duration of the test, so you have to check for each test. And this is you can download them from the platform. When the test day is over, you just need to wait for the result. The result will be available for like a week after the test day. Let me see the chat box again. From Mr. Lloyd, sir, how will my school register? Do we need to gather all students who want to join, then register? So if once you have the candidate list, you can register to us by sending the entry form and the test candidate list, Mr. Lloyd. And then from Ms. Ajeng, if student unable to join the test, for example, on Monday, can they do it on another? Yes, the sitting windows is from Monday to Saturday, so they have 6 days to take the ICAS. We recommend you to for the first student to take the ICAS on the maybe early week. So if they have any problem, we can fix it for the next day and so on. Next, Miss Dian, can one session be used for at the same, just in case how many not present we wish to place them in one? Okay, can one session be used for year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6 at the same time, just in case not many participants, so we wish to place them in one room? From Miss Dian, yes, you can do that, and the session code will be the same for all of the students on that day. So you can place like maybe 20 students in one room from different class. You can do that, and then they will get the same session code but different one-time code for each student. Mr. Pressfield, this can only be open once the coordinator is registered, right? Yes. You will get the invitation to the ICAS platform when you register to us. So once you register to us, you will get the invitation to the ICAS platform, and then you can upload the student, you can assign the staff, you can assign the student to the platform. Miss Ajeng, the result will appear directly after the test. No, the result will need time for them to be released. Miss Leah, my student just started grade 9 this July. Does it mean they will sit in year 8 or 9 paper? They will sit in the in September. They will be in grade 9, right? So they will need to do the year 9 paper. Mr. Candy, it might will the participant school receive ICAS paper? Unfortunately, the ICAS past paper is out of stock in our office, so we cannot give ICAS past paper. But I will check to my colleague if there is a stock for ICAS paper, ICAS past paper. I mean. From Mr. Ravinder, how can we get the practice materials? I think there are some practice materials in the Jenison website. From Mr. Lloyd, can you give a step-by-step process on how school will register? Okay, so for the register, I will play the registers process. So this is the registration process. ICAS coordinators send the entry form and test candidate list to the UTC. So you can find the UTC, you can open our website and then you can find the entry form in the ICAS registration. This is the ICAS, this is the form, the entry form. You can fill the school name, address, ICAS administration. This one is very important. You have to provide us the coordinator name, the phone number for communication purposes, and the most important thing is their email address. And then this is our mathematics, how many students will be participating for year 3, and so on and so on. And this is for ICAS subject coordinator. Each subject will have a subject coordinator. You can fill them here, and then this is what the principal name, email address, and mobile phone. Once you complete this form, you can send them along with the test candidate list. The test candidate list is the Excel file to info@icasindonesia.co.id. Once we receive the registration, we will process, and then you will get the invitation to the ICAS platform. And once you get the invitation to the ICAS platform, you can do the upload and allocate the candidate to the ICAS platform and so on until you supervise the test day. From Mr. Imran and Mr. Lloyd has the same question, I think. When is the payment? Okay, when is the payment? Once we receive the registration, we will process for the invoice, and then we send the invoice for you to pay the assessment fee. So once we receive the registration, we will create the invoice for you, and then you can pay the registration fee. Mr. David, so there is an ICAS coordinator taking care of all this of all the process, and ICAS subject coordinator. Yes, that is correct. From Mr. Presfear, any difference about the content between the online and paper test? Do you have the sample of how the online test would appear? Okay, let me show you how the online test would appear. I think we have the video. You can find all the video on our support page, ICAS support page. I think we have. Okay, this is the how student. This is the on the test day, but on the student's point of view.
In this video, we will be stepping into the student's point of view on test day and guide them through the steps to successfully complete an assessment. To begin the test, head on over to the assessments platform by typing in the URL icas.site/start. Once on the assessment platform, you will be able to see a student login for both ICAS and REACH, but you will need to make sure you click on the correct assessment that you are sitting. Click Start the Test. Please note, if you are sitting spelling or writing subjects, you will need to make sure you are using Janison Replay. On the next page, you will be asked for an 8-letter session code. Enter in the code, then click Next. The session code used on the screen is just for demonstration, and the teacher will give you the right session code on test day. On the next page, you will have to type in your one-time code. Your teacher will give this code to you and is unique only to you. Once submitted, click Next, and you will be asked, are you ready to start your test? Click Yes and wait for your teacher or test supervisor to begin the test session. On this page, make sure your name is correct, and if it is not, let your teacher know immediately. Once the test is started, you will find small icons and buttons on the test player. On the top left corner is a magnifying glass which allows you to zoom in on your screen. Next to the magnifying glass is a yellow circle that says Hide Time. This will hide the time display. You can click the button again to change it back and forth. In the top right corner, you will also find a microphone tester and a speaker tester. If you are struggling with a question or would like to come back to one, you can simply flag the question by pressing the flag button. To view all the questions in the test, click on the rectangular button next to the word questions. Here you are able to see which questions you have not yet read, flagged, or left unanswered. After you have viewed the last question, click Next, and it will bring up the view of all the questions for the test. Click on the question number to return to that question if you have either flagged or left it unanswered. Make sure you have answered all the questions, including the flagged questions, then press Finish. Once you've pressed Finished, click Yes, and your test will be submitted. Click Log Out, and then click Yes to log out of the test. Congratulations, you have successfully completed a REACH or ICAS assessment. For more information or guides on ICAS or REACH, head to the support page found on the ICAS Assessments website.
Okay, that is the test from the student's point of view. Now I will show you. I will show you some example of question. I think this is the question from Mr. Pressfield, the sample question. Okay, there is the example for a question in the ICAS assessment. Okay, let me see the next question. School need to okay. From Mr. Sanusi, school need to send the test candidates, right? Will this be also used in any way by UTC to upload student data, or will the school do it all? Mr. Sanusi, yes, you have to send the candidate list to us, and then you still also will upload the student data to the ICAS platform. So this data you send to us is just for check and recheck purposes. From Miss Allen, can the student have trial session on how to start the test before the test day? This I will ask the ICAS Australia if they have like demo site for the student. I will ask the ICAS Australia to ask them if they have the like demo or trial session for the student. Okay, and then from Miss Atik, same question. I will ask the ICAS Australia if they have the simulation or trial or demo for the student. Mr. Pressfield, same question. I will ask the Australia first to answer this question. Okay, that is the end of my presentation. If you have another question, you can reach us at this number, at this WhatsApp number. Text only. And then you can email us at info@ICAS Indonesia. ID or my email. You can reach us if you have any further question. You can reach us in this WhatsApp. This is for WhatsApp. Text only, and then this two emails. There's another question. Okay, that is the end of my presentation. Pak Dedi will answer some question for him. Silakan Pak Dedi.
Okay, thank you very much, Andi. Ladies and gentlemen, Bapak dan Ibu, I think all the questions that I have is almost the same. Andi already covered all the questions except maybe one or two questions. But before I try to answer the questions, as Andi mentions, we will send the material of our discussion today through email. So for you who haven't register and give us the email address, you can type in the chat box your email address, so our team will send the material after these sessions. And Andi, maybe the question that I need to answer from Ibu Salamah, I think ya, apakah masih bisa tetap registrasi jika satu subjek tidak sampai 10 siswa yang ikut, misalnya 5-8 siswa setiap subjeknya? Ibu, sebenarnya ini ada dua bagian, first assessment dan keduanya adalah competitions. Untuk part the assessment sebenarnya disarankan 80% siswa ikut, karena apa? Karena ada report yang nanti akan berimpact kepada mungkin proses pembelajaran di kelas yang bisa memperbaiki metode pembelajaran atau hal lainnya yang berguna bagi sekolah. Akan tetapi karena ada sisi kompetisinya di sini, memang disyaratkan minimum 10 participant per subjek. Tetapi bagaimana kalau seandainya tidak sampai untuk 5-8 seperti yang ditanyakan, kami masih mengizinkan untuk masuk, tetapi you need to pay for 10, something like that. Ini yang regulasi yang masih kami pertahankan sama dengan ICAS tahun sebelumnya. Kemudian about the payment, okay, already clarified. Oke, kemudian mengenai persiapan, I think Andi already mentioned and answered almost all questions regarding the preparations. UTC, we don't have any preparations. Kami tidak memiliki persiapan atau bagian yang akan mempersiapkan siswa-siswa dari Bapak dan Ibu sekalian. The preparation is belong to the school responsibility. Akan tetapi memang untuk materinya sendiri itu nanti bisa you can have access to the website and through the past paper. But the school may choose which subject. Yes, you may choose 4 subjects or 1 or 2 subjects. It depends on the school needs. And then maybe the last question that I get is the test duration the same as a paper-based test from previous years? And as the test can be conducted on several dates, how is the integrity of the ICAS paper maintained? Yes, the duration is almost the same with the paper-based. There's no different. And then the integrity of the ICAS paper maintains as we believe that the ICAS programs created by the same group of the expert teachers in Australia. We have been asked this question before, so there is no doubt that the item quality and then other things related to the quality of the items of the ICAS is always the same from the previous one. All right, I think that's all the questions that come direct to me that I need to answer. So Bapak dan Ibu, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that we are almost
Pak Dedi, we have another question from
you still have, okay, Andi. Yeah.
How long before the test start do coordinators set the session code and one-time code? Will there be a buffer time of some sort, or will it directly sync? For the student code, you can print once you assign the student. So if you can register today, you can and assign them today, you can create one-time code tomorrow, maybe you can. But for the session code, you can create the session code on the test day only. So the session code is only available on the test day. But one-time code, you can print them and then you can cut them and share to the students, or maybe 1 week or 2 days before the test day, you can share them on the for the one-time code. But the session code is only available on the test day only. Thank you. Silakan Pak Dedi.
Okay, thank you, Andi. I think that's all for today, ladies and gentlemen, Bapak dan Ibu. We thank you very much for your attention, and we believe that there is two main information today. So if you need more information, you may request us by email or by phone call. So we are happy to answer all of the questions related to the technical. And we also can provide like a discussion, live Zoom or something like that. Just let us know and our team will happy to help you. Yeah, since I believe that this ICAS is totally different from the previous ones in terms of the administrations. So I think that's all from us from UTC. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Terima kasih banyak Bapak dan Ibu. Semoga apa yang kita sampaikan hari ini sedikitnya bisa memberikan pencerahan mengenai ICAS tahun ini. Meskipun waktunya memang sangat mepet karena kami juga mendapatkan informasi dan training material dari Australianya juga dalam waktu yang tidak terlalu lama ini. Jadi kalau seandainya ada hal-hal yang nanti perlu kelanjutan, perlu diskusi dengan kami, silakan nanti dikirimkan pertanyaan atau kami juga dengan senang hati nanti akan berdiskusi dengan Bapak dan Ibu, dan mungkin juga nanti kami bisa juga nanti akan memberikan penjelasan detail tentang pengelolaan dan administrasi ICAS di sekolah masing-masing. Dari kami cukup demikian. Mohon maaf jika ada yang kurang berkenan. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you all have a good day. Dari saya cukup, dari tim kami cukup. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen.